fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose report. A lot of news, got to get going. No questions. John Cena versus Sheamus in a steel cage match has been advertised for Raw in Boston on August 30th. If you're around that way, check it out. Ricky Steamboat's condition has improved over the weekend. All signs point to him recovering fully. WWE officials is hopeful that Steamboat will be able to resume his backstage duties with the company soon. They probably had a lot more promotional stuff to do with him because of his DVD coming out, but can't remember whether it's already out or coming out. Oh well. WWE has also announced that tonight's Raw will open with the anonymous general manager announcing the fate of NXT after their recent attacks on John Cena, Bret Hart, Vince McMahon, and WWE legends. Mick Foley, he's scheduled to return to television full-time before the end of summer. This is one of the silliest things. Guy gets constant breaks all the time and just screws it up. Scott Hall didn't show up for his pretrial conference on July 1st relating to the arrest at the Florida bar in May. Judge Ralph Erickson ordered a review hearing for July 22nd. Hall is charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest from an officer attempting to make an arrest. Authorities were called in to the Hitching Post bar down in Florida on May 14th after Hall, who had been drinking heavily, which normally happens at the bar, and probably most likely at the Hitching Post. Anyway, he's become aggressive toward patrons and the staff bar, I guess. And he reportedly punched out a window of the car, which he said the windows, it started first, so what can you do? Hall, he didn't, I say that. Anyway, Hall was working for TNA at the time of his arrest. And by the way, Bill Goldberg posted on his Twitter account one more blurb about the weekend. It said, I ran into Gene Simmons at the airport, had a bite to eat. Great man, truly honored. I hope they didn't have that for lunch. Anyway, the Sun Wrestling posted a photo of Undertaker and Michelle McCool's wedding last weekend in Texas. Linda McMahon, now I don't understand this. Linda McMahon celebrated the 200th birthday of P.T. Barnum at Bridgeport today. Alex Riley took a nasty bump to the head in a match with Cavill, whatever you want to call him, at Florida Championship Wrestling tapings on Thursday, which I mentioned. They stopped the match due to the bleeding, and Riley received some staples on the back of his head, but otherwise was said to be okay. WWE's new DVD set on Friday Night SmackDown 2010 is going to be released October 25th of this year. WWE's upcoming movie with Triple H is currently scheduled to be released next summer. H is currently filming the movie Chaperone in New Orleans. R-Truth told WWE Magazine that he's recording a new theme song called Right Time. And that's been reported on before. But anyway, Truth said it's a hip-hop with some metal guitars in it. The lyrics will encourage the crowd to participate. And I hope we don't have to say, what's up? The song just talks about going through life, doing right things, and keeping your head up. That sounds boring to me. Anyway, Alex Riley, again, he was booked for a match on next week's NXT, but they have to change it because of his injury in the FCW tapings Thursday. It was not a serious injury, but he's back in the gym already this last weekend. Paul Heyman is currently working on a book with Brock Lesnar on his life and career of the UFC's current heavyweight champion. I would suspect it's going to go back to, childhood, I guess, and through everything. Tonight's Raw will take place from Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. No guest host has been announced for the show. No matches have even been confirmed. Wade Barrett's expected to return tonight for to continue the storyline. The mystery manager is going to take action against Nexus. UFC heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar defeated Shane Carwin on Saturday night's UFC 16 by submission in the second round. Carwin came out strong in the first round, if you didn't see it, dropping Lesnar with a vicious uppercut and almost put the champion away in a fury of rounds and pounds. Lesnar survived the round, came back strong in the second round, making Carwin submit to a arm triangle choke. After the fight, Lesnar thanked the referee, Josh Rosenell, for not stopping the fight when it appeared that Brock was in trouble. Brock said, he hit me pretty good. He said, I don't know. He said, I ended up on the ground and I just had to go in survival mode and stay busy. He said, I really have to thank the referee for allowing that thing to go on. He said, I wasn't hurt. I just thought if I kept moving, I could feel Shane's punches getting less and less. And I thought, well, if I can get out of here, he says, I'm going to exert a lot of energy. I said, I realized there was, and had a lot of time left. So I tried to stay busy. He said, he's the beast, and definitely won the first round. He kind of laughs about it. A lot of people in attendance at the show too. I watched it just a little while ago. I had a tape. Former WWE personalities Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Steve Austin, Jim Ross, he was there, and Bill Goldberg were all showed in attendance. And I tell you what, they interviewed Ross, not on the TV show, but on YouTube. And hell, he looked good. He looked like he lost some weight, Jim did, and had a close haircut. Summer. And then they also interviewed Lesnar's longtime friend, Heyman. Oh, Heyman. Throughout the weekend, I guess. Lesnar's wife, Rita Merrill, formerly Sable in WWE, was also at the show and appeared to be very worried throughout the fight. Shown on camera a few times with her hands covering her face, and I must have missed that because I could spot, Sable in a minute. I didn't see her. At the post-show conference, UFC President Dana White announced that Lesnar's next title defense will be against undefeated champion Cain Vasquez, I guess. Vasquez. No date's been announced though, but the fight is expected to take place later this year. Chris Jericho posted on his Twitter today in Nashville, meet Chris Jericho, 2 p.m. at FYE West End. Promoting himself. Wasn't that nice? On July 2nd, I didn't get, I'm late on this history thing, but on July 2nd, 1988, little history thing, in War Games match, the team of Dusty Rhodes, Lex Luger, my fault, Lex Luger, and Nikita Koloff, Sting, and Paul Ellering defeated the team of Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Barry Windham, and J.J. Dillon. J.J. Dillon submitted to Luger's torture rack. And on the same day in 2000, after suffering a knee injury, there was a Chinese, well, let's see, oh no, wrong, wait a minute, 2001, my fault. WWE gives the last 20 minutes of Raw to WCW as a part of the goal of WCW taking over either Raw or SmackDown in the future. For 20 minutes period, the WCW got their own announcers, ring apron, and referee, and the match was WCW World Title Booker T versus Buff Bagwell with the title on the line. Booker T won the match, which was poorly received by the viewers and fans. And I think that was the last time we seen Buff Bagwell in WWE, and maybe, I don't know whether it will, from now on or not. But it wasn't that horrible a match, I don't think, but people didn't like it. And in 2006, Sabu was arrested and charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, and he would be fined $1,000 by WWE. 2007, Bobby Lashley becomes #1 contender for the WWE Championship as he wins Beat the Clock challenge, lost to John Cena at the Great American Bash later that month. And that day's birthday, July 2nd, Bret Hart, born 1957, Scotty 2 Hotty, born 1973, WWE referee Charles Robinson, born 1964. Why I gave you the referee's birthday, I don't know. I just have to see it. Hey, thanks for clicking. I gotta go.